Distinguished adventurers, welcome to another week, another lovely Monday, and another weekly patronage. I am, as always, your host, Lauren, here to DM you through 2 hours of doing some patron challenges, hanging out, talking about all the fun stuff that's been happening over the weekend, making sure that I try to get as many Gosrick chests as possible. Although, for the next 2 hours, we're mostly going to be doing patron stuff, because, you know, weekly patronage, that's what I do. Hi, chat. How you doing? Welcome. So, oh, look, I'm here to help you finish your weekly patron stuff. So it took an extra moment or two for me to load up the game today because there's a couple of fun things going on. The most notable thing would be, look! It's a Mugen! It's a Mugen! Here, let me do this so you can get kind of a better view. Look, it's a Mugen! For those of you who've been watching a familiar quest, Mugen is now in the game. The death dog who is pretty much not really all about death, but mostly the most adorable golden retriever ever of all time. Yes, if you've wanted a good boy, a good girl, then this is the goodest. The most goodest. Look, 2 snoots you can boop. The most boopy. So I've got all of the familiar quest familiars that are out right now. So we got Mugen, we got Squiddle, we got Colonel Pest. They're all hanging out there helping me with, right now with Gosrick chests because, hey, you know, it's green grass. I need to get Gosrick as geared up as possible. So, first off, I should say thank you to Mars being the lovely moderator for today's show, who is going to be grabbing not only questions from the chat, but is going to be putting up some polls for a variety of things. Because, you know, this is a collaborative show. We're here to try to do as much as possible with patron challenges. Also, if you happen to be checking out the social media recently, yeah, as Cassius335 says, the 100th champion got revealed. And I'm sorry your brain melted, but hey, it's kind of cool, right? Right? So if you missed it, we're going to be putting the link to the IGN article here in chat about our 100th champion, Dungeon Master. That's right. Remember that old cartoon? I mean, I do because I'm old. All right, well, that's my first question for chat. I need to know how many of you have seen the original Dungeons & Dragons cartoon? Whether you saw it when it was originally out, or whether you saw it more recently because you became a fan of Dungeons & Dragons and wanted to go check out the cartoon. I gotta know. Used to watch it every week, says Faye Knight. Sir Narvi has. Spider71, I'm that old. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to Ow, My Back. Nallis Aaron says, I may have seen like 2 episodes. Oh, we got a raid from Gar. Welcome, Garwar. Welcome to us talking about weekly patronage and also about Dungeon Master, the next champion. It's not often that we announce the next champion to come into the game this early, but as you probably can understand, our 100th champion is kind of a big deal. So yeah. So IGN did a nice little article about our wonderful game and about Dungeon Master. And hopefully now we'll get a whole bunch of new people coming into the game and unlocking Gazric and Orkira and Melf, because hey, Greengrass. So, Cassia335, I own the D&D complete series. I own the complete series on DVD twice, one unused. Okay, I think you might win. Raidu TFO says, I saw it when I was 6, so in the early 90s. Yeah, so it originally came out in the 80s, but it did get a lot of random replays, so you might have seen it as a rerun. It is now out there on the internets, on the interwebs. And yeah, so it looks like a lot of people, The Real Bunny Beast, I loved that series. Yeah, Paratrum 83 or so. Yeah, it was 83 through 85, I believe. So those of us who are old enough to remember, yeah. I mean, I just had a birthday. I'm 45. I am old enough to remember. So hey, that's exciting news. If you missed it, I think it was already put in the chat, but I'll go ahead and do it again because I am excited. I think this is super cool. We're going to highlight my message and we're just going to go, hey, look at that. So if you haven't had a chance, since that's just an article, you can leave the Twitch chat open. You can leave the Twitch stream open while we get some champion stuff taken care of, and go check out the article. It's a really fun. What I like about this article is that it is just facts. It is just, here's fun things that are happening in the game. And of course, you get to see all the lovely art that's going to be out there. Oh, Mastrone 50 here. Wah, wah. Hey, listen. Congratulations for surviving that long. Here's to another 50. Anyway, all these wonderful things aside, we've got some championing to do. Some patrons to patron. We've got to do some patron things. I should do the job that I'm here to do, which is in the title of the show. So anyway, if anyone has any questions for me about any of the stuff we just talked about, Idle Champions, about the new champion coming out, about Gosrick, about being 45, sure, about the cartoon, which I do vaguely remember watching most of it because, yeah. Go ahead and put those in chat with question in big capital letters so that Mars, our wonderful moderator, can grab it and put it into the little backstage chat that I have going on over here because, hey, sometimes I'm going to be paying attention to the game and I might miss your question, but Mars will not. Mars won't miss your question. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do a little bit of a hybrid from what we did last week and the week before. So up until last week, we've been doing just patron challenges. We've been going through and trying to get 3 different groups of patrons a bunch of these challenges. And last week, we tried to do some adventure variants with the patrons in activated, which are a little more difficult because those are the good crunchy things in where you're not only dealing with all of the restrictions of the adventure variant, but then you've got the patron restrictions on top of it. But not only do you get all the fun things you normally get when you finish an adventure variant, but being able to finish those adventure variants help you get some of these perks. And some of these perks are really, really good. I mean, I've got a trials run coming up, and I've been hardcore working on Zariel getting some of these increased damage to champions on a trials and Mount Tiamat trial adventure. That's good. Vajra's got this fun one down here. Gold chest drops. Right now, 38% chance of being doubled. Ooh. So yeah, there are reasons to try to do some of the adventure variants that are out there. So here's what we're going to do. Our first party we're going to put together will be for an adventure variant, because those are hard. So we'll do that first when we have the most number of champions available. Mars is going to put a poll in the chat to see which of our patrons we want to try to do an adventure variant for. And then once we have a patron picked, we'll go ahead and take a look at some adventure variants and try to find something. Probably in Icewind Dale or Witchlight. I've been trying to do as much of Baldur's Gate as possible, so depending on which patron y'all pick, there might not be much left. And just to give you an idea while we get this poll going, so you have an overview of what we're going for. Mert, I'm basically trying to get this Timegate silver chest drops, have a chance of being doubled. It's really good. It's really, really good. So I've got like that one left that I'm working on, because the other two, my gold find is already pretty good. I'm focused on that. Vajra, we got a couple that we're working on. The goal is to get as much of the golden gifts for the golden girls done. But, doing more damage and helping to get more chests is always good. Strahd, we got a couple that we're working on. I mean, all 4 of these are going to be really useful, so basically anything with Strahd is going to be helpful. Zariel, like I said, we've got a bunch that we're working on, but my focus is kind of either the damage of the champions or the trials of Mount Tiamat, because I'm trying to do some of those higher trials. All right, we're about halfway through doing the poll. I'll also let's take a quick look at the challenges. Try to get as much done here as possible. So the things I'm going to focus on right now are the challenges that require specific characters. Because, hey, if Mert wants Turiel, Nerys, and Celeste to do a whole bunch of stuff together, but Strahd also wants Celeste for something, I gotta pick and choose. So it is good to keep that in mind. So yeah, there we go. Ishii is our highest total damage dealer. That's going to be good. No healing champions. So, I mean, this is going to be, a lot of this we're going to be able to do, I think, naturally. Vajra is looking for Shandy, Nerys, and Delina. Also does not, wow, this is another weekend where healing champions are just told to go away. Wow. Yep. All right. Okay. Strahd. What's the Strahd? Jarlaxle, Tyrell, and Hitch. Okay, so... No, that's Turiel. Okay. We don't have any crossovers yet. Ooh, Birdsong. But my Birdsong is pretty buff. Birdsong is pretty good, so that's going to be not too shabby. And then Zariel wants Artemis, who is... yeah, Makos and Jalaxel. Okay, all right, so we've got some options here. We've got a little bit of overlap, but not too much. All right, couple moments left before we decide on our first patron. Let me answer some quick questions. Cassius335, so the 100th champion got revealed and my brain melted. I think I grabbed that from earlier, but hey, I'm glad. I hope your brain has come back. Also, I hope you enjoyed it. Busy Beaver says, when do I spend favor? Okay. So if you're asking about just some of the blessings, that's going to be a little different. But since we're here in the weekly patronage, I assume that we're going to be talking about this kind of favor. So these perks that you unlock with the influence that you get, all these specific things to each of the patrons, unlike the favor that you get in the regular campaign, go ahead and just spend it. Now, I haven't spent this over here because I'm trying to save up for some of the bigger ones, but there's really no downside, and you can reset as often as you want. So, and there's not going to be a downside to that. So if you make a whole bunch of purchases in the perks for patrons and go, I'm trying to get a whole bunch of patron challenges done, and so I'd rather just pour all my stuff into local and get as much of that filled as possible, you can hit reset and go through and spend a bunch more. You're not going to lose anything. So in general, I say don't wait. Don't follow my example, which is, hey, I don't need any more gold find. What I want is gold chest drops. So that'd be my suggestion. I believe Strahd won. Oh, Strahd. Oh, we're going to do a Strahd. Okay. So, all right. Unfortunately, this does mean Gosrick. We'll come back to you, Gosrick. We're gonna get more of your gear. I mean, I still got some purples I gotta find. Still working on that. But hey, look, we got 2 down. But for the moment, sorry, Gosrick. we're going to go do some patron stuff. So let's just complete this because I'm far enough in the free play and where I'm going to get a chest. Yeah, double crayon. I just saw. If you're just tuning in, the 100th champion has been announced. Dungeon Master from the cartoon. Okay. Strahd. Where are you? Come here. Okay, so we're gonna start in Descent into Avernus because, like I said, of all of the campaigns, I am working on getting, stuff done in the higher of the three for a bunch of different reasons. So let's take a look. Some of these are so annoying. I mean, we could do a hero's entourage. This is the one in where Minsk is in the formation, and if you're not adjacent to Minsk, then you're out of luck for, I think it's, any champions that are not adjacent to him after the move will be removed from the formation. So this isn't even like, oh, they're not going to do damage. That's a, hey, listen, oh, we're not doing a Tale of Two Champions on a Strahd. We're not doing that today. Let's see. Dream Gauntlet. So Strahd says we can only have an intelligence score of 13 or higher. This one is also only good and neutral champions. No evil. No evil. The only way to heal or revive defeated champions is go back one more area. If you go back one more area while your highest area unlocked or the previous area, enemy damage will be increased. So the thing to remember about this is Strahd already has the least number of champions who are eligible because, you know, not everyone likes to work for a vampire wizard dreadlord. So that could be a challenge. Earthquake is the same, but they want Dex or higher. And I'm kind of keeping an eye on chat if any of you have a preference. If you're like, yes, that one. Strength or higher. This one is going to be the hard one because this keeps removing champions from the formation, and so we're not playing incredibly actively right now. And I say that even though we're going to spend 2 hours doing patron challenges, but really we're going to get this set and we're going to go do other adventures. So let's see. So this is 625 is not too high. The formation is taking a bit of heat, while in the adventure, every 3 seconds, each champion takes 10% of their max health. And whenever their health is below 50% of their max health, their damage is reduced. So we're not restricted here. Our goal is to just keep everybody healed so that, or at least our main DPS. This might be a good one. What do you think, chat? You want to go for extreme heat? Hello, Fantastic Tanuki, and welcome. And thank you for saying hi to the mods. Oh, always tip your mods. I'm thinking we might try this one. What do you think? Hot, hot, hot. I mean, the sad thing is, because of the intelligence requirement, we can't use Orkira, because Orkira would be perfect for this. Tons of healing and immune to fire damage. Unfortunately, she is not quite smart enough. Okay, I think we're gonna do this. So let's see what we can put together. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just put a whole bunch of familiars out there, and let's early Owen, not in this game. So in this game, Orkira is not immune to fire damage. In D&D, she is, for reasons. For, being a Phoenix Cleric reasons, but not in the game. All right, so, I mean, Celise is going to be a pretty good tank. We're going to want a lot of tanky tanks. And Melf I've been able to level up a bit. We're probably going to want Avrin for buffing. Tyrell is a really good tank. Alright, I know Birdsong is needed elsewhere, but Birdsong is nice. Oh, but this is the one with Birdsong, so here we go. That's perfect. Sorry, Shaka, we're going Birdsong. So I think Birdsong's going to be our main DPS. This is probably going to be a hitch. I think I'm kind of tempted to use Gosrick, but I don't think I still got to get him some purples. So let's think about a Caddy Bree. I mean, Rhea is always useful in Baldur's Gate, but I'm also kind of looking at Shandy. Let's Rhea for the moment. I'm also just kind of keeping an eye on chat to see if y'all have any suggestions. I'll take them. Arlie Owen says, I love Shaka. Messing around with Celestial Puzzle and getting him close to as many spots as possible is satisfying. Right? Yeah, Shaka is super fun, and especially with unlocking Gosrick and getting another Rivals of Waterdeep, that's really, really cool. Because of the amount of restrictions I've already got here, I'm gonna hold off on Shaka here. I mean, my Baloth is real good. Ooh. I want to save Mehen for when we've got the Frida and Havilar. Artemis is needed in another castle, plus I got Birdsong, so that might be... Ooh. All right, we've got options here. Belushi is a solid tank. I'm still leveling up their gear, but Belushi's a solid tank. Whittle would be good. Let's see what we got in slot number 1. We got a few options. Kind of tempted to go with Cathris, but we haven't built anything yet, so let's go ahead and get stuff built. Let's start with figuring out our tanks, because that's where we're kind of low on tanky tanks. Birdsong is lawful neutral, so let's get Celise and Tyrell out there. Go be your moose. There's a moose in my formation. Oh, we're gonna be a soloist because you're gonna be my main. All right, we kind of need a third tank. I really want to use Nova, but I think we're gonna kind of need Averin. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking about our third upfront person? Oh, we are super low on options. We might have to go Belushi simply because of options. Oh, hi, Delramian. Welcome. We're just trying to figure out a formation for this specific patron challenge. Patron variant. Adventure. Wow, it's a lot of words. Patron adventure variant. Dance Lover says Turiel, maybe. I could definitely... Oh, wait, Turiel's over here. Where am I going? I could definitely... I mean, he's technically not a tank, but yeah, sticking him in the front and then putting people all the way in the back so we can maximize, because Tyrell isn't going to really matter where our DPS is. How about Celise? Celise wants champions in the 3 columns behind her, so 1, 2, 3, so not all the way back. But that would actually not be a bad place for Birdsong, because then I still have 3 adjacencies. So you know what? Let's do it. Let us do. Yeah, I know everyone is just getting slaughtered here. You know what? I'm gonna just drop. Let's just drop some hardcore potions. There we go. Our familiars are doing all the work here. Okay, so for sticking Birdsong there, and let's put Averin there. Birdsong is lawful neutral. Lawful. Let's get Rhea there. We definitely want sturdy. Let's get a Baloth in there. Put Caddy Bree. Oof. All right, we want lawful as well because Birdsong. Okay, we could put Whittle I'm looking at this last adjacency next to Birdsong. So we've got Whittle, who would be useful. I'm not as interested in the speed, but the support and the healing would actually be really good, especially on this one. We've got Quillick, who is hardcore healing and support. I'm kind of leaning towards. Yeah, we need a whole party healer. We need a lot of healing for this. I might do both. And I might do Quillick, just not adjacent. So I usually like Quillick to be adjacent, but we can put them there. Yeah, we don't really have a whole party healer because Strahd. Why Strahd? Oh yeah, that's right. Canterbury needs to be behind Birdsong for her support buff. Well, poop. Okay, so we want expanded blessing here. We want... it doesn't seem to matter too much, so we'll do that. Okay, let's... Ooh, choices. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have enough healing going on here for as much damage as everybody is taking. We may have to... Yeah. Well, and at this point, I really only have 2 tanks. I mean, who else do we have? This is what I get for relying on Orkira so much for healing. Like, but wait. Friends, I think we've picked a hard one. Kind of really want Tyrell in there. Yeah, maybe Sasaspia. Hitch. I mean, maybe Vlanya? No. I really don't. Yeah. Mulligan? Are we thinking of mulliganing? Oh, this might be one that we try someone else. I mean, or we just put together a formation and let them go. Let's see what we do. Like, what's the worst that happens? I don't finish this adventure variant and I don't complete it, but I still earn some stuff? Like, that's not the end of the world. I still earn some favor. I still will earn gems and chests and everything. So, yeah, okay. So if we take out Celise and put in Melf. Which hurts, because I don't think... Yeah, Vi, as much as I like Vi, doesn't do any healing, and I think Melf is going to be better. I don't think Tatiana is... Ooh, defeating evil. Oh, we probably want that one. I don't think Tatiana is available in this lovely, lovely Strahd. Because, you know, God, why am I having such a problem finding Tatiana? Why do I always have a problem finding people? Oh, there she is. Yeah, Tatiana is not available for Strahd. There's a lot of people who are not available for Strahd. Yeah, I think... This one's a hard one. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of Tyrell. All right, let's go back a little bit. And we're going to do some changes. Okay, I am going to put Celise back in here. I know, Tanky. Now that we don't have Tyrell, we can put Birdsong up there. We're going to swap that. We want healing. We need the heals. We need all the heals. We need Baloth there. We're going to put you there. Yeah, that's true. About could Viconia. And she does... Increase the damage of all. Yeah, she might be our party tank. We want Cleric Ashar so that she gets Bird Song. Yeah, as much as I really like Quillic, I think you're right. I think Viconia is going to be useful here. Oh, hey, look. Get help with your patron challenges in the weekly patron. I feel like at this point I'm getting help from everybody else. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stick Saspia there. We're kind of already at the point in where we're going to have non-tanky people up front. So at least this gets Whittle adjacent to Birdsong. This gets Averin and Rhea adjacent. Baloth is in the optimal spot because he buffs the people behind and in front. Yeah. Viconia likes to be towards the front. That's true, but I don't need Viconia to be next to... I don't need Viconia to be next to Birdsong in order to get that buff. Yeah. It's just all the people in the party. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna do this. I mean, it looks like we keep getting killed, but that's just because we're like hanging out in one spot and not moving forward. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get that going. I'm gonna answer a bunch of questions while we find out who is the next patron we should work on. So now these next two adventures that we're gonna go on, we're just gonna work on getting the challenges done. We're not gonna worry about adventure variants. So, because that way we do a little bit for everybody. So who would we like to work on next? We've got Mert, Vajra, and Zariel, because we've already got a Strahd going. Time Lord Major, I'm going to respond to that in a second. But first, we're going to get that poll going to find out which patron we're going to work on next. And that one, we're going to focus on the challenges. We're not going to do an adventure variant and see what we can do. So while that poll is going up, let me answer a couple questions and catch up with that because, putting together an optimal formation, that's hard. All right. First, let me grab Time Lord Major. It says, I tried microwaving a peep, used a mocha peep, and the thing tasted like cake. Oh, yes. Those of you who don't know what Peeps are, because I know Peeps are not a unique, they're not unique to the world, but not every place has them. They're basically sugar-covered marshmallows. I love them. I think they're amazing. They're basically sugar-covered marshmallows. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit of vanilla, extra vanilla flavoring. They come in the shape of chicks, little chickies. Most of the time, they just come in a variety of colors. Also, they'll put out really interesting flavors of Peeps. I was able to try coffee and, there was a sour watermelon that I found. So I tried those two out. Sour watermelon, pretty good weird aftertaste. The coffee one, really good. Really, really good. Anyway, because it's a marshmallow, all right, warning, don't try this at home unless you are prepared to clean up marshmallow in your microwave. But if you put a marshmallow, specifically the Peeps, in the microwave, they go, and they just become giant, and it's super fun. And then they're like gooey and icky, and you can eat them and they're good. But it can make a mess. So that is my warning. Do not come at me if you put your Peep in the microwave and then you come back later and you're like, Lauren, I put a Peep in the microwave. What the hell? No. Don't do that. But it's super fun. Okay. Let's see. We still got a minute or so on the poll. It looks like Zariel and Mert are in a heat. They're neck and neck and neck. So meanwhile, Unicorn94, you said that the announcement was earlier than normal. Should we still expect the next event to open on the 27th? Yes, you should, because usually we wait on announcing the next champion until after the previous event is over. So normally, because the next event will be starting on the 27th, normally we would announce that new champion on the 22nd. And that's kind of the progression that we've had. We did a little bit different with Gosrick. We did one day earlier because we didn't want to announce Gosrick on April Fool's Day, because that would suck. And this being the 100th champion, they came out a little earlier than normal. But the event that they're in, we're still in Greengrass, and the next event is not starting until the 27th. And then there's going to be a bunch of people who were passing along suggestions for my formation, so I'm probably going to be behind. JDog2773, question, have you shared what you're drinking? I don't think I have. This is a Imperial Blueberry Acai, A-C-A-I. I never know how to pronounce that word. Anyway, it's delicious. I don't remember where it's from. I have a lot of tea that I'm trying to finish so that I can convince myself that it's okay to get more. And I literally had just like one more thing of this Imperial Blueberry Acai. And so yeah, I had the joyful, mournful moment of this is the last of this blueberry tea. And it was very nice. It's a white tea with a little blueberry flavoring. It's very, very nice. CF2, question. Has anyone noticed anything odd about the current event variant Flare Whispers? Champs are supposed to build up debuff stacks, and then they get stunned when the stacks reach 100. But both of my runs, Epic and Steam, I didn't see any debuffs at all, and none of my characters got stunned. I've logged it as a possible bug by wondering if anyone had noticed the same thing. I haven't, but I already finished that one, so I can't go back and take a look. If you logged it as a bug, I think that's a good thing. Because that sounds like that might have been a little weird, but yeah. For those of you who don't know how to let us know that you might have hit an issue in your game, make sure you come down here to support, open up the new browser tab, and let us know as much information as possible. Super Collins question. How did Tyrell become a moose? Do his skins change his wild shape? So his skins do not change his wild shape. Skins don't usually do anything except be awesome visuals. That's why, do I have any kobolds that I can show off that are, well, I'll try to show it off later, but like the packs that are out right now where you can change some of the characters or some of the champions so they look like kobolds, that doesn't actually change them into kobolds. The moose doesn't actually do anything. It's just one of his skins, and I believe it's the Icewind Dale skin. Yeah. Because normally he's a bear. I don't remember what champion does. But yes, this is just part of the Icewind Dale skin where he turns into a moose. He turns into a big moose. And then WW Munster wanted to see my current Strahd formation. Please enjoy this kind of optimal formation. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. Okay, so let's get back to Pewface Online, actually. Let me grab you real quick. I haven't played much of this game, but it's super fun. Good. I'm glad you're having fun. That's the whole point. Any advice to help me when the levels get tough? So remember a little bit ago where I said, hey, if I fail at this, if I can't make it to the end of this adventure variant, it's okay. I'm just going to reset. I'm going to earn some favor. I'm going to earn the chests and the gems that have been dropped. And so it's not like I've really failed. I've just kind of earned some stuff to make the next run a little easier. That's my biggest suggestion. When you hit your wall, the point where you can't go any further, don't be afraid to just reset and either try it again, because now you've earned a little bit more favor, you've earned some more gems, you've earned some more chests, so you've earned stuff that you can use to gear up your champions more, or go try something else. Because you don't want to sit banging your head against the wall for too long. That'd be my biggest suggestion. Okay, who won? I don't know who won. Mars, who won the poll? I spent too long answering people's questions. It's all right. Mars will get back to me in a moment. Mars is probably doing 20 billion things all at the same time. I'm just going to have a drink. You know what I should say? Come to our Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions. Ooh. Everybody drink. Okay, here we go. Oh, Zariel won. Yay. Okay. No worries. There's a lot going on. So, Zariel, let's take a look at you and what you want. So, unlike the adventure variant that we were just giving a try to, for Zariel, let's just take care of some challenges. We'll go into a free play. We'll get stuff set up like we normally do. Let's see, Arkan, Makos, and Jarlaxle, Artemis. Ooh, we might want to put an evil formation together. Ooh, although Orkira is going to be in this because that's just what's going to happen. Okay, we're going to do a Zariel, and let's go to the world map. Oh, you know what? I didn't look at the stuff that Zariel needs to kill. To put it bluntly, let's just go to Icewind Dale. Let's go hang out in Icewind Dale. I can always use stuff over here. You know what? I've been so excited about all of the new Cobalt skins. Let's do Deacon's free play. Let's do. Ooh, Merrick, my Orkira only needs one more epic to be fully epic. Yes, yes. Fully guild. Get all the gold on your Orkira. Because there's nothing better. Where's my marshmallows? There's nothing better than golden marshmallows, right? Am I right? I'm right. I really am. Okay. So we're gonna do you and you and you and you. Oh, let's see. See, to be honest, normally when I use Artemis, I do this, but we're gonna have Jarlaxle here, so we'll do that. Dark Blessing. Oof, I mean, it's not really gonna matter that much, because it's not like we're going that far. Yeah, we might as well usurp. Why not? Let's have fun. Okay, so that's gonna get us started. Stick Artemis there. We're not doing Orkira stacking. We're not doing the thing and where Orkira is gonna, because we're not playing that kind of active game. I am much more of a, I'm much more of a, I guess you could say passive player, but a player who is going to set and forget and then come back. And if you want to know how to do the Orkira stacking with Artemis, there are guides for that. I believe. Actually, I don't know. Garwar, do you got a guide for Orkira stacking? I know you've gone through it on your stream. I know Mars has gone through Orkira stacking on the stream. I don't remember where those are. The Vials Mirror 42, I fully epicked Orkira on this event. Congratulations. You want Orkira to be as powerful as possible. Okay, yeah, Mars has done Orkira stacking and the explanation for it on his stream. And I can do it again tomorrow if anyone wants a demonstration. There you go. There you go. If you're curious about, hey, how do I stack Orkira healing to overheal and make things awesome, go talk to Mars tomorrow. Just someone remind me, please. Oh yes, the Garwar's Guide to Heroes of the Plains has an explanation on YouTube. Ah, perfect. Let's go ahead, if you're playing along at home, go to our YouTube channel. We've got two of them. We've got the CNE Games and the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. The Garwar stuff should be in CNE Games. And they just recently did a guide to the Heroes of the Plains, and you can learn all about Orkira stacking. But for now, we ain't gonna worry about that. Let's put you there. Makos doesn't want to be next to people. Let's make sure the Phoenix is on Orkira. Okay. So I'm gonna take a quick look, because we've already got Strata Zariel going. So basically at this point, I want to try to avoid any of the champions that Mert or Vajra are going to be using, so that whoever we decide to use in our third party, we still have those champions around. I mean, right away. But we could do this. Shandy, Nerys, and Delina. Turiel, Nerys. Oh, geez. Mert and Vaj are fighting over Nerys. Okay, well, you know what? It ain't gonna matter. But it's good to keep those people in mind. Let us proceed with the interesting fun of... See, now's the point if you're new to the show, and where we're not making an optimal formation. We're not making a formation that's going to push my wall and be incredibly amazing. What we're making is a formation that works, that gets us to like the 250, 300 benchmark we need to get to a couple of times and then be done. So I'm not really as worried about who we add in here. Although I did want to show off, we're gonna stick Calliope in here because I got the Calliope, the kobold skin, the polymorphed Calliope, which is just look at the little tail. It's adorable. So we're gonna put Calliope in there because Calliope. All right, we'll do you because you want to be there. Let's see. We're gonna make you stronger, faster. Oh no, we don't want Shandy because Shandy was somewhere. Someone wanted Shandy. Yeah, there we go. So just in case we do Vajra stuff next. Sergeant Knox could be fun. Let's get Freely in there. Let's put in her Freely. You are lawful evil. Lawful evil, my friend. I mean, we could stick... We could also stick Human in there. Continue our Kobold Joy. And that's probably a good place to put him. 2 columns in front of him. Okay, so now let's put you... Actually, if I put you there, am I gonna get the double rewards? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the double quest items. Let us do that double quest joy. I mean, if I want to continue with the Kobold theme, I'd stick in Havilar, but I think I'm going to try to use Havilar in the other party. Unless... Nah. Let's get Strix in there. Strix is always a solid choice. Strix is fun with the smelly specialization. Debuffing everybody coming on in. And you know what? Sergeant Knox. Get in formation. Not an optimal place for Knox, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Speaking of okay. So, what do we got to get to? 200 or higher. Ooh. You. None of those are going to be really that important. Okay. Artemis wants to be 250 or higher. That's really it. Okay, so let's save this formation. Put you there. Sure, why not? Let us get... Oh, that's not the formation I want. I want you. Make sure I got all the specializations set up. And we're gonna say we want 251 to remind myself that, oh yeah, I'm trying to get to 250 for reasons. We'll get some speed in here, and there we go. There's another formation done. There is another fun formation done. That was, you know, when you're not trying to worry about being an optimized formation, things go a lot faster. Things go much, much faster. So yeah, a lot of this we're gonna just get done in the background. We're probably gonna do that. It's possible that someone else may take the lead with the highest total damage dealer, but we're gonna do this run at least twice. So chances are good we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Oof, so nice. Oh, and look, I got Mugen. I got Mugen out on the screen. Hey, if you hadn't had a chance, Mugen's available right now. Literally as of 50 minutes ago. Mugen the Death Dog is available in your game. Would you like to have the most adorable golden retriever death dog ever of all time? And I know there might only be the one, but listen, that's not the point. The point is, this is a golden retriever death dog. with a hat with a cone on it and a cape. What else do I have to say? I don't know. I'm going to go back to answering some questions. So if you do have a question for me, for the game, for about anything, go ahead and put those in chat with question in big capital letters so that Mars can grab it and put it into the backstage chat. Oh, Smugglebree, the two heads freak me out. But then there's this cute smile. I also like the Mugen, it's one head on top of another. Like the Death Dogs are usually, their heads are next to each other, but Mugen is stacked, and I think that's also a really unique kind of thing. Okay, questions. Legendary Dragon 75 question: can you get epics in an event? If you're asking about gearing up champions, the purples, yes. Purples you can get, because you can, during an event, you can earn gold chests, which will have the ability to get you some really nice purples. Where's my Gosrick? Why do I never remember where anyone is? There's Gosrick. So, as you can see, I'm working on Gosrick right now. But you know, he just came out in the game for Greengrass on Wednesday. So I've geared him up quite a bit. I've got 2 purples. I've still got all this week to work on getting these 4. So yeah, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of free plays for the Gosrick free plays so that I can earn a whole bunch of Gosrick chests and have a good chance of getting those other purples. On the other hand, Orkira came out in the game last year, and I have had plenty of chances to upgrade Orkira in multiple ways. As well you should. One Slayer, where did you get the Shade Artemis DLC? Don't see it on Epic Games. Oh, do I remember where that came from? You know, this is one of those times in where I really wish it told us in the screen. This has been a suggestion that we've passed along, that it told us in the screen where Shade Artemis came from. Let me do a quick look up. Because I can't remember if that was a pack. I think that was a pack to purchase. Yeah, that was the Artemis Skin and Feet pack. Don't remember how much it was, but that's where I got that. That's where a lot of my skins come from. That's where a lot of the things that you can purchase in the game are. They're fun. They change the appearance of your characters. They give you a bunch of them. Also come with familiars and potions and all kinds of extra fun stuff. For example, the Phoenix is available if you get the Witchlight Orkira. So yeah. Legendary Dragon is back! Or is it easier to epic out an event champion with time gates or the real event? Easier. It depends. It really does. Like, the good thing about the event is you've got way more time. You open up a time gate, you only have a very, very short amount of time in order to do stuff. The event, basically, as long as you're playing and you're earning the whatever the event stuff is, like in this case it's bouquets, then you're going to be able to continue to do free plays. And you're going to want to spend your event currency on running free plays, because that's going to get you more stuff than just using your event currency to buy a chest. So, easier, I don't know. I think that's going to depend on how much time you have. I really do. That being said, if we're talking about Gosrick, Orkira, or Melf, the three champions who are available right now in Greengrass, now is a really good time to just focus on these 3 champions during this event and use the event to gear up as much as possible. After that, what I do in between events, that's when I open up a bunch of time gates and like try to get purples on the places that I've missed. Be like, okay, who do I still need oh, you got a blue. Let's open up a time gate for you. And I just kind of like to try to fill in the gaps there so that my roster is as deep as possible with as many purples as possible. So, Coffeeina says, since it's Orkira's event, should the tokens have been marshmallows? I mean, that's cute. Technically, I mean, it's not Orkira's event, it's just green grass. And Melf came first. I mean, not first. There's been a couple of other champions before even Melf. So yeah, I mean, marshmallows would be fun, but, you know, eventually in a couple of years, Orkira's not going to be available in green grass anymore, and then it would be weird if, like, why are we earning marshmallows again? Notice 66, is there a way to farm up speed potions? Play and unlock them in chests. I know that's kind of a answer, like, oh really? But yeah, that's kind of the best way to is just play and spend your gems on chests. Chests are gonna get you all kinds of potions, and that's really the best way. So if you need some guides into kind of optimal farming formations and places that you can go to earn a whole bunch of gems at a time, or champions that you can use to help you run through those events, there's plenty of guides out there for that. I'm gonna grab my drink. Here we go. But yeah, that's one of those things, and where once again, as you play, go ahead and spend your gems on buying stuff in the shop. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should show up the new shop. So not everyone has this yet. We're doing a very slow rollout because, hey, it's a brand new shop. But some of you, I think it's still only Steam players and only a portion of Steam players, because once again, we're doing this slow. We're rolling out the new shop. I kind of like it. I know it's visually way different than the regular game if you're playing on PC, and so that can be a little bit of a shock. But what I like about it is it's a lot more clear, especially if you want to know, hey, what comes in some of these packs? Like, oh, hey, I've got this wild offer. Why are you so upset? It's a lot more clear about what do you actually get. You can click on stuff. You can see exactly what you're going to get. So I like that specificity. You can still go ahead and get chests in the chest purchase place and go get a whole bunch. In fact, here we go. I'm just going to buy a bunch of gold chests. There we go. Let's see. You can still check out all the chests that are available here. Look at the Orkira chest. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. The horns and the tail, it's so good. Sorry. Not sorry. Here's all the gem items. I kind of like that they're all in one place. You can always tell whether you've got some more that you can look at because of the little dots over here. Oh, yeah. I still haven't picked those up yet. I should do that. Packs that are available. Because I have most of the stuff in this game, basically, I don't have a lot of packs here. But once again, what I like about this is you click on it and you can really kind of dig down, and it's a little more clear to see. A new shop party. I didn't know where it is party time. Okay. I'll dance. That's fine. Man, I don't got any champions to show for there. So yeah, we are rolling it out slowly, so if you haven't had a chance to get it yet, be patient. A big major change like this we're trying to roll out as cautiously as possible. If you do have the new shop, definitely let us know what you think. If you like things, if you don't like things. This is gonna sound like, you only want to tell us the good things, but here's the truth of the matter. If you really like something, whether it's in our game, whether it's a streamer that you like, whether it's a book that you enjoy reading, and you can give feedback, it is just as important to say the good things as it is the feedback on things you want to change. Because it's good to know what you like. That can help us guide down the fun path, you know? Like just saying, I don't like the way that the UI works on this. That's decent feedback. But if you also say, what I like is what you've changed here. I like this color scheme, or I like that we can do this in the new shop. Like, picking out and knowing, okay, these are the things we need to look at and maybe update, and these are the things you really like and we want to hold on to it, is really just as important as the feedback of, you got to fix things. So if you're going to go ahead and leave feedback, I really do highly suggest leave some of the things you really like as well as the things you'd like to see changed, because that way we know what to hang on to. Because if we don't hear about the stuff that you like, we might change it just trying to do something else, to make something else better. And if no one says they like it, if you've got this shop, why can't I click on the thing? There we go. If you've got this shop and what you really like is the fact that everything is nice and big and easy to read, but you're not a fan of the colors, let us know you like the things that are big and easy to read. And then we can leave that alone, or try to. And I think that is good advice, not just for us, but for anything that you are a fan of. Like I said, if you're a fan of a certain streamer, if you're a fan of other games, if you're a fan of D&D streams, there's probably a lot of you who watch D&D streams. Definitely let them know that you like their stuff. It's also just good to hear that you like things, because we like you. Also, welcome people from the game. We are an hour into weekly patronage, where we're working on a bunch of patron challenges. I've currently got I got one party over here working on an adventure variant for Strahd. We'll find out how well they're doing. We'll find out in a little bit. We got the second party going for Zariel, and this we're just doing a couple free plays, trying to get some of the challenges done. But I think it is time to get our third party going. So, the wonderful Mars, if you would take a moment, please put into the chat our final poll of the day. Chat, would you like to do a Mert or Vajra adventure? What do we want to do? We're going to do more of the weekly challenge stuff. But let's see what... You must solve the riddle of the Sphinx. Who helps you? I like that. I like that Mars is having fun with the questions. All right, so that poll is up. Go ahead and vote for whoever we want to do next. And meanwhile, I've been updated that the new shop is also slowly rolling out to people on Epic. So some Epic players have it too. Excellent. And I know I'm gonna have to drink, but the best place to leave us feedback, I saw a bunch of people talking about this in the chat, and I definitely want to go back and read over that, but the best place to leave your feedback, everyone grab your drinks, discord.gg/idlechampions. Why? Because there is a channel that is dedicated to feedback on our new shop, and that's just a really good place to leave your feedback. Not that this chat isn't also, like I said, I'm gonna go and look back at it because I saw some people talking about stuff. Let's see. Spider71, I like it. It pops. The art looks good, right? Yeah. I'm glad you like it. Legendary Dragon 75, I like that you can choose the amount of chests and not just one at a time. Yes. There was a way to do that on the other shop, on the old shop, but we tried to make it slightly more obvious that you can do that in the new shop. And it did used to be that you had to buy them one at a time, and now you can be like, I want 50. Give me all the chests. And Merrick says the same thing. I like the new shop because I can buy multiple gold chests in one purchase, no matter which gold chest button I clicked on. Both buttons work the same now. Yes, absolutely. Devil Crayon says, the classic critique sandwich. A good thing, a thing that could use improvement, another good thing. Listen, you're not wrong. That is a really... that's more of a personable way of doing feedback, of like, I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the good. And hey, if you've got two good things you want to tell us, great. But I'll leave that up to you. Yeah, so Legendary Dragon also brings up a good point, saying, I like the update, it's nice and colorful, might take a bit of time to get used to. That is also a thing of... Whenever things change, there's always that moment of, it's different. And sometimes we as humans just don't like different. It could be better different, but different is jarring to us as people. And so try to remember when you see the new shop, if your initial instinct is different, let it grow on you a little bit. Not saying that if you have any feedback, don't give it to us, but like give it a day or two. Try going into it a couple of times and just get used to it. I do the same thing with food. My advice, if you ever want to try a new food or drink, something that you've never had before, try it twice. Don't just try it the once, even if the first time you don't like it. Because here's the thing, the first time you try anything, either you might have a misconception of what it's going to taste like, or because it's a surprise, your body might react to the surprise more than the actual taste. So give something a try, and then, drink some water, give it a moment, and then try it a second time. Because there have been some food that the first time I tried it was just like, oh, I was not expecting that. Oh, sour. Oof, that's super sour. The next time I know what to expect, and now I can appreciate it and be like, okay, do I like it that it's this sour? Is this really, really good? Or, and what was I responding to the first time was just, ooh, sour. Okay, I know that we saw that the vote happened, and Vajra has won. Okay. If anybody has any questions you'd like answered, now's a good time to put it in chat for Mars to grab while I get a Vajra party going. We've got our third party over here. Let's see what Vajra wants. Okay, that's not going to happen. Without any healing champions. All right. Okay, so Nearest defeats the purpose of no healing champions. So we're not going to do a poll. I'm just going to turn to you, chat. Do you want to form a party that has no healing champions? Or do you want to form a party that has Shandy, Nerys, and Delana in it? Let me know your comments in the chat. And we'll see, because I can't do both. Because Nearest is... whoops. Because that's not going to work. So, no healing. Oh, all right. We're back and forth. Let's do the Shandy, Nerys, Delana. It's a trickier restriction. Delana. All right. It's the three specific champions are, I think, winning by a hair. So you know what? Let's go for it. I mean, true one, you're not wrong about the no healing is 500 levels, knock that out first, but there's not a wrong answer here, but let's just do that. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing I wanted to do. Fiends, humanoids, 500 beasts. Where can we go for beasts that isn't just in Grand Tour? Ooh, Witchlight. Let's do Witchlight. So let us come over here. Let us get our third party going for Vajra. And if we go to Hither in the Feywild, we'll get a lot of beasts. We already got Vajra. All right, where's Hither to the Feywild? How long is it gonna take me to find it? No. Oh, I'm so bad at this. No. I mean, the last one. What? Of course, it's the last one I go for. Sure. All right, let's get a party started. So we want Nerys. We want Delana. And it was Shandy? Ooh. Do that. Yes, Shandy. I like Kelmvor's will. Let's get Shandy in there. Okay. So now let us put a party together. Oh, we got Tutorial Dwarf, like already set to go. I don't know if I'm gonna go Tutorial Dwarf. Who? I mean, I haven't used Deacon in way too long. Let's get Deacon. Let's see what other kobolds we can stick in here. Shandy, let's stick there. You can be in the back. I mean, do we want Delana to be our main DPS? Sure. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna do you so that your story of doom goes everywhere. Heather to the Feywild. We might do Nova for a tank. Oh, I really want Yorvin. Oh, chat. Chat, I really want Yorvin. Yorvin would be so much fun. Oh, we've got Minsk. Are we putting together the most DPS parties? Are we doing this just to have... I can't have Calliope. Ooh, Sentry is really good to have. I mean, Nayali is really good to have. Belushi is good, but I think we have a Stokey. Oops, all DPS. Not gonna be quite oops, all DPS Mars, but yeah. You know, if I could get more kobolds in here, I totally would. But you know what? At least for the moment, I'm gonna stick those in here because why not? Why not show off? I love these. We're hunting beasts, so let's put you there. And I mean, just look at that kobold Yorvin. Ooh. Let's have him go after more people. Okay, we'll still have Delana try to be our top DPS because why not? Because why not? Let's stick Omen in there. Okay, so we're gonna go Nova and Sentry as our tanks because why not have a Heroes of Eros tanky family? Oh, you know, yeah. Let's get yeah. We can get Ayla in here too. Sure. Why not? Okay. I didn't mean for this to be a Heroes of Eros formation, but it is. And Omen. Just for funsies. Go on, Omen. All right. No one's next to you. Let's do your cooldown thing. There we go. Done. Once again, optimal formation? Heck no. Gonna work for what we need. Lets us show off some of the kobold skins? Absolutely. Absolutely. True one ahead of your right. Jaheira if you're hunting bears. I didn't put a form. Jaheira would be good for bear hunting, but because I am amused by the idea of having our two tanks be from the Heroes of Eros, that's what we're gonna do. But Jaheira would be definitely useful. Okay, let's save this formation. How far we gotta get with stuff? 250 areas. 400 or higher. Okay, so we haven't had a 400 or higher in a while. Let us and make sure all the specializations are there. Yeah. 401. Let's do it. Once again, optimized formation? Nah, but I'm pretty sure I've got my champions are geared enough. I've got enough favor in Witchlight. I have enough going on that I think I'm going to be fine. Worst case scenario, I throw on a potion or two if I somehow look back at this and I'm stalled. But my guess is 401 for me and what I got. Not gonna be a big deal. Ooh, Mars just unlocked Strahd on your Epic account. Congrats. Yeah, TTV cheer Kobold crew. Yes. I haven't had a chance to put an entire Kobold crew together just yet, but I'm gonna have to. I mean, it's not really a Kobold crew, because once again, these are polymorphed skins. So if you're wondering where this is from, if you have been, there we go. God, Minsk has so many. I forgot about that. If you've been reading the comic that's been coming out weekly on Tuesdays, Pack Antics, then it is all of the champions have been polymorphed into kobolds and are going through the Witchlight adventure. And they're adorable. I mean, look at the tiny little Boo. I mean, Boo actually looks a little bit bigger sitting on Kobold Minsk's. Minsk has a Boo that looks bigger because Minsk looks like a kobold and is shorter. That's how I'm going to say it. Yeah. So that's what these skins are in celebration of, is that comic, which is absolutely adorable. Because we found that Idle Champions players like many things. They like free stuff, which, I mean, sure, everybody does. They like snacks, which, I mean, that just means you're good people. And they like kobolds. So there you go. If only we had kobold snacks. It was a snack pack. Heist72 says, Boo is now a medium giant space hamster. Yes. Absolutely. Okay, let me answer some new questions that have come on in. Thank you, Mars, for grabbing those questions in chat. We've got about 40 minutes left before we end our day. Ryudo TFO is actually asking about are familiar skins a new thing. Just seen it in the new shop. They're not a new thing, but they don't happen as often. Most of the time, when we're putting out skins, we put them out for the actual champions. But yeah, if you come over here, yeah, so you can get the Green Flame Mage Hand skin. And this is specifically for your click damage. So if you want to change how your click damage works, you're going to use the arrows that you would normally click on in order to change a champion. For click damage, that's where you change to something else. And I just like the snowball. The snowball just looks cool. For your familiars, when you open them up, why have I forgotten how to do this? This is, oh shoot. Well, I gotta go. Here we go. So the baby snowy owl bear. You see how it's got the little 2 arrows in the corner? You click on that and you can see, oh, this is the one without the skin. This is the red-nosed baby owl bear skin, which is adorable. So as you can probably very quickly see, even on this first page of all these familiars, there's only 2 familiars with skins. Iris and the snowy owl bear. Let's see. Griff has got the red panda Griff skin or no skin, but I'm enjoying pirate Griff. Flo is the same. Flo has red panda Flo or no Flo, but I like armored Flo. Who I have in skins and why are 100% aesthetic to me. Bubbles I do have in the red panda skin because I like the idea of Bubbles just wearing the skin of a red panda. No, that's not how that works. It's like a Kigurumi. Zuni has a red panda. This is all, the red panda stuff is from Idle Champions Presents 2. No, 1. 2 was Trials Mount Tiamat. 1, there was a moment where everybody turned into red pandas. There were several moments. There were a lot of red pandas. It was kind of adorable. And then here, I don't think we've got any. I mean, I can buy the mage hand. But yeah. So there's just not that many skins, and so it's kind of easy to miss. Robin Biwib question, is the best way to get event chests through free play? If you're playing the free play of the event, that's a really good way of getting chests. That's what I was doing just before I switched over to being patron challenges. Is I had a team that was literally just playing free play in order to unlock chests. You only need to get to level 50 in an event free play in order to get a chest. There is a chance it can be gold. It might be silver. And then, yeah, that's a lot of what I love doing during the event is just how many chests can I get? And it's fun. Let's see. Mvankin. Question. In the new shop, I see an Orkira pack. I see that a feat is included, but I cannot see which feat it is. Is there a way to see the detailed contents of a pack in the shop? You should be able to click on it and see it. So let us proceed to the shopish We'll come here. Let's see. I don't know. See, I'm not going to have any packs to be able to show you. Well, here, I'll explain it this way. So if you click on whatever it is, it's probably the Witchlight Orkira, but it might be Shadowfell. Whichever Orkira skin you're looking for. First off, thank you. Also, you see over here where it lists what's in the pack. You should be able to click on it, and it'll show you the card, which you can then read and see what that feat is. If you can't, that is a whoopsie. That is a bug. Let us know. But you should be able to click on any of the stuff that you're going to purchase when you go into the big screen for it. You should be able to click on any of the items in here, and it will give you the more detailed view so that, you know, you could make some decisions. Let's go. Yeah, because I unfortunately have all the packs. I'm one of those people, but the idea is the same. You should be able to click on the image of the feat, and it should give you the information about that feat. And if it doesn't, or if you can't find that, definitely let us know. Super Collins, question. With the announcement of Dungeon Master, do we have details on him, or is the champion spotlight coming later? Ooh, this would be a good time, because it's been a little while. So for those of you who might have missed it, which you might have, IGN put out an article about our 100th champion. I'll go ahead and put that in chat right now, which just got announced to be Dungeon Master from the original D&D cartoon, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. You know, look, it's a Dungeons and Dragons ride. Ah! That Dungeon Master. So you can go to that link to the IGN article, and you can see a whole bunch of stuff. You can see the one sheet. You can see a bunch of information on Dungeon Master. Not all, not a full champion spotlight, but you can see Dungeon Master in action. It's really cool. It's super cool. As for the champion spotlight, that will come at the regular time. So normally, so right now we're still in the middle of Greengrass. We're still super excited about Gosrick. We're still really happy to have the next Rivals of Waterdeep champion. Usually we don't announce the next champion until after the event is over, but the 100th champion is kind of a special big deal. So we talked about it a little early, but the spotlight still won't come out until after Greengrass is over. So expect it sometime after Greengrass is over in its normal slot. But yeah, just think of this as an extra couple of days. In the same way, actually, that Gosrick, we technically were supposed to do Gosrick's Champion Spotlight. It's supposed to go live on Friday, April 1st. And because we didn't want anyone thinking that Gosrick was a April Fool's joke, we moved it back one day. So while most of the time we kind of stick to that schedule for very specific purposes, there's always a reason we'll move that spotlight around. In this case, the spotlight should come out at the regular time. JDog2773, C&E should run a watch party of the cartoon. I have no idea if that is possible or what kind of hurdles we'd need to go through to do that, but it's a really fun idea. It's a super fun idea. Balkan25, Dungeon Master is very appropriate, 100th champion, and Uni as a familiar is cool. Uni is not a familiar. Uni, well, I mean, yes, but also Uni is part of the champion pack. So Uni is kind of like Beetle and Grimm, except it'll be Dungeon Master and Uni. I'll tell you more later. Let's see. More questions. Jokero999, first day playing. Loved learning, watching you today. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the game just in general and also joining us for Greengrass. A lot of the stuff we talked about today are patron stuff. If you've just started playing the game, they're kind of in your future. You've got a little bit of fun things to get through before you get to your first couple of patrons that you can unlock. If you need help with unlocking those patrons, once you get to that point, definitely either come back here for weekly patronage or check out the guides that are available on Reddit or Discord. Garwar's got a guide for that. Everybody drink. Oh, that tea is so good. Cassius335 says D&D has run the entire 80s cartoon on their Twitch before. Might be time to ask them to do it again. I mean, that's definitely go ask. Just like before when I was saying, hey, let us know the things you like as well as the things you don't like. That's a really good thing to do. Let the D&D channel know, hey, you did this thing and it was super cool. Would you think about doing it again? It's always a good idea to tell people the things you like. Let's see. Broken Trash Man question. I'm working on an Artemis time gate. Stuck on the fan club adventure at 164, but I need to get to 175. Suggestions. So I don't have a specific suggestion because without looking at your formation and kind of the stuff you have going on, it's hard to just out of nowhere be like, do this and this. I'm going to give you a couple of general suggestions and then places you can go to get very specific help. Right away, go to the Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions. I will take a drink again, I swear. There is a whole channel dedicated to formations. And there's several channels dedicated to helping people when they get stuck. And the good thing about going to the Discord is you can literally screenshot your formation and say, this is what I got, this is where I'm trying to get to. You can tell people what other champions you have. You can talk about, this is a time gate. You can give them a bunch of information and it can help people give some suggestions back. Because without knowing some of that information, like I could just say, put Orkira in. But maybe you don't have Orkira unlocked, or maybe her gear isn't good, or maybe you've got a formation that requires someone else from slot 1. So right away, I suggest go to the Discord. Or, you can ask right here in chat. I'm sure there are people here in chat who are more than happy to help you with your formation. There's going to be a little bit of back and forth, which is why I suggested the Discord, because it might be a little easier because you can put in images and things. But yeah, learning about having people who can help you with your formation right away ask you the pertinent questions. Oh, hey, who else do you have in this slot? Or I'm looking at your formation, swap this person and change your specializations and you're going to get a better line on your DPS or something like that. That's going to be the best way. In general, the Discord is awesome, but there's a couple of other places you can go. We literally have a show on this channel called Formation Save, which I'm gonna double check because they just changed stuff around. So I'm gonna make sure I tell you the right times. So Formation Save there's an episode tomorrow from 9 to 11 Pacific. There is another episode on Thursday from 9 to 10:30 Pacific. Those are literally what that show is Sean and it's Taylor on Tuesdays and Mars on Thursdays. You can submit a formation to them, and there's information about how to do that. And they'll pull your formation up just right out of your game and stick it up on the screen, kind of like I got my game up on the screen, and go through. Okay, this is someone who is in an Artemis time gate. They're trying to get to 175. Let's see what we can do. And they just help people right out there. My suggestion is always ask for split the party and a lesson in classes, because Sean, actually, no, they don't. I can't even go through with that joke. But that's a really cool show to watch. It's a lot of fun to watch also just in general, because you'll learn a lot watching other people's formations and watching Sean and Taylor and Mars move things about and try things. You'll see that sometimes the answer really is say that we're going to complete it, even though we haven't gotten as far as we want, just so that we can get some favor and some more chests and gems and buy some more gear. Sometimes that is the answer, and that's not a bad thing. So yeah, there's an immediate suggestion. There's a slightly longer term suggestion. My personal suggestion, put in Orkira. There you go. Always have Orkira in your formation, unless she's in another formation somewhere, as I have in my game. All right. Dino Maverick, are there better heroes for a formation? Like, I have some budget heroes. And customize a nice formation. Can I get the same results of a full event hero formation? Yeah, get the same results for full. So, the fun of this game is that formations are malleable and very dependent on who you have. Sometimes, just like the question that we had a moment ago, sometimes the answer is swap out different champions. Sometimes it is just move some people around. It's gonna depend once again on your formation and what you're trying to do. Now, you've probably heard me say a couple of times here on Weekly Patronage, because what I'm trying to do most of the time on this show doesn't require me going very far. And because of the amount of favor I have in these campaigns, because of the gear that my champions have, suboptimal formations will still get me what I want. And for me, a nice formation is using as many of the champions in the places that I want in order to get these challenges done. That's why I've got a formation here that includes Minsk and Delina and Yorvin. Is this an optimal formation? No, absolutely not. But they're going to get the job done, and that's really all that matters. So there might be better champions for specific formations and for specific things you're trying to do. But without knowing what formation you want to do or what your goal is, it's kind of hard to suggest. If you have champions that have lower gear, if they just haven't been geared up enough, if their gear level is lower, or if you only have greens and blues on some of them, that may be another way. It's not that your champion isn't awesome, they just need better gear. And so maybe that's when you open up a time gate. Maybe it's Gosrick and you just need to do what I was doing, which is run a whole bunch of Gosrick free plays and unlock a whole bunch of gear. I hope that helps. I don't want to sound like I'm dancing around that question, but that is one that definitely needs, if you want a more specific answer for your formation, I would need to know your formation. But if you come to Discord, if you come to discord.gg/idlechampions, guess what? They can help. And you can include images, which is way easier than trying to describe where everybody is in a formation, which I've had to do, which is hard. All right. Still have a couple more questions. Also, thank you, Mars, for grabbing that. Put the stuff in the Discord. TTV tier question: should I be completing free play runs of the event after 50 if I don't need the achievement for 175? Or does going farther provide better chest quality? This is an excellent question. I think it already got answered in chat. I'm going to answer it out loud because it's an excellent question. The free play runs in the events, if you're interested in unlocking gear, all you gotta do is get to finish level 50. And that's it. Complete the campaign, you will get a chest. Going going farther in the free play is going to have zero bearing on what chest you get or anything. You're going to get a chest. There are other benefits to going farther. First off, you may only have a limited number of bouquets, and so you can actually get through free plays pretty quickly and eat up all your bouquets. And that may be what you want to do, and then you can go and do some other things, then come back to the event and do a whole bunch more free plays. One of the other nice things about the event is when the event is over, within a week after the event ends, you're going to convert all of the favor that you earned in Greengrass into, whoops, not there. I want to go, oh no, that's what I want to do. Sorry. Why am I failing at this? Oh, why am I failing at this? Yeah, this is where I want to go. So you're going to be able to convert it to a different favor in the game, and there's going to be a multiplier that will be applied. Because we understand that, like, hey, you only had so many days of green grass, and so whatever favor you've earned in green grass, you can then apply to one of the campaigns that you're currently playing in, which can help because say you're in Descent into Avernus and you're still trying to unlock those last couple of things, that's some favor that you can dump in there. And because the I'm gonna math now. Because the multiplier you get for the conversion is dependent on how much favor you have in the campaign you are converting to, a lot of people will wait the entire week before converting because then you can earn some more favor and get a better conversion. Math. TLDR. Sometimes, depending on what your goals are in the game, you'll want to go ahead and farm some favor in Greengrass because eventually you're going to be able to take the favor that you've earned and transfer it to one of the other regular campaigns that you're working on. That was a very long-winded way of answering your question, but I hope that it helps. But no, if all you are concerned about is give me that chest, give me that gear, get yourself to 50, do a reset. Don't have to go any farther than that. You'll be fine. Whew. Yeah, Balkan 25. It's Monday and maths can be difficult today. I mean, you're not wrong. Maths are often difficult for me, and I'm a musician. I should be better at math. I'm not bad at math. I just need it to be on a piece of paper and pencil. I need to see it. Math in my head is hard. Whew. Also, once you get into some of the math in this game, I am not an expert at the math. That is not my expertise. We have plenty of other wonderful people who have shows on this channel who can help you with hardcore mathing. The only hardcore mathing I can help you with is always use scientific notation. That is my suggestion unto you. Warlock Debia. It's a good thing that it's not a drink every time you say the word. You'd really need a much bigger mug. Yeah, listen. It'd probably be good if I did it that way because I would drink more water. Or tea. I mean, tea is just water with flavoring, right? Let's see if we have some more questions. We've got about 15 minutes left before we're going to be getting off, so if anybody has any questions, go ahead and put those in chat with question in big capital letters so that Mars, the excellent moderator / producer / person who probably knows more about the math than I do, hanging out in chat, can grab your question. Stick it into the backstage chat that we've got going on so that I can answer it. There you go. You were wondering what I was drinking. I'm drinking Blueberry Imperial Acai tea? I never know how to pronounce that word. I should look that up. But first, I'm gonna answer some more questions. Let's see. Legendary Dragon 75. I've been wondering a while, what is the difference between journal and mass appeal? We're asking about Nova specializations, which fortunately Mars has put some information in here because it would be a little hard for me to figure out where I need to go. So, you know what? Let's do it this way. I got potions of specialization out the wazoo. Here we go. Mass Effect. Commander Shepard, we need to talk about your Mass Effect. Mass Appeal. No. Mass Appeal versus journaling. So Mass Appeal is Nova dumbs down her discoveries so that even the most simple-minded adventurer can understand it. You're gonna be that kind of patronizing, eh? So this is Discovery now applies to the top 8 champions by intelligence score. So Discovery is one of her powers in where basically it's a buff. And what you're deciding is, hey, more people in the formation can get this buff, not just a couple people because based on their intelligence scores. Journaling is Nova makes careful notes in order to increase the reliability of her scientific discoveries, which increases the effect of her discovery ability by 100%. So basically the difference is, do you want more people to get buffed by her discovery, or do you want her discovery to be stronger? I went for that one just because I've got a bunch of random champions in this formation. And if you're wondering, Discovery, Nova increases the damage of the 5 champions of the formation with the highest intelligence score. This effect is buffed for each monster heart she has collected, and 10% for each monster brain she has collected. So basically, as you're killing things, it's getting buffed. And so yeah, basically what those two are deciding are, do you want that buff to apply to more people, or do you want that buff to be stronger? And the best way to figure that out is to make sure that your DPS is included in the top 5 champions in the formation with the highest intelligence. If they are, then you probably want to buff it, because the whole point of this is give your DPS as much power as possible. If your DPS is not, or if you're doing other things like I am, where you're putting together this wonky formation that has a lot of weird stuff going on, but it's going to get stuff done and look at all the kobolds, then you open up Discovery to being available to more champions so that more people can be used. It does sometimes make me wish that there was a way to buff Orkira's intelligence, because even when I open it up to everybody, Orkira is never going to be one of the more intelligent characters, champions in the formation. Never going to happen, but that's okay. But that's all right. Not everyone could be good at everything. Oh, we've got people telling me how to pronounce this word. Achai, says Safe2. Acai, says J-Dog. I've heard acai. Nan Breadloaf agrees. Acai. I always feel a little bad, like acai. That feels weird, but apparently that's the way to do it. So there you go. Our Invincible 3. Hear me out. Always. Orkira having a low int is good, because it makes the DPS more likely to be higher ranked in int than the formation. This is true. This is very true. For that kind of buff, you want your DPS to be in those the top 5. Absolutely. And that's why. And she's buffing everybody by being not as good at something. Yeah, and Remus 2 says, Orkira will still get the buff in any formation that has extra heroes, as you can buff the entire party that way. This is also true. Listen, sometimes I wonder what would my Dragonborn baby be like if she actually could think about things. I'm playing a character right now on Children of Erte, which is the new show that we're doing on Demiplane. Now that so it was Heroes of the Plains, that ended, and we did a mini series with B. Dave Walters of Strixhaven, and now we're back into our another major campaign with Deborah Ann Wall. And while I can't give you details on my character because we're still rolling that out very slowly, it's come out in the last couple of episodes that I do have a decent intelligence and a decent wisdom. And it is very gratifying to be a character who can see the thing and investigate the thing. It is kinda nice. And I did do that on purpose. Coffina says, just wanted to tell you Orkira inspired me to roll a cleric when I had to choose a class in the new D&D group I've joined. Aw, thank you. I hope you have tons of fun. I hope you enjoy whichever kind of cleric you are, whether you are the healing type, whether you've gone a war cleric and you're whacking things with a hammer, whatever kind of cleric you want to be, clerics are good. I always suggest, no matter what kind of cleric you are, what subclass, are you going to be a ranged spellcaster? Are you going to be a buff melee? Are you going to be a support? Are you going to be a DPS? Whatever kind of cleric you're going to be, Speak with Dead. Speak with Dead is always good. Spiritual weapon. Speak with Dead and spiritual weapon. You're going to get tons of mileage out of those two spells. Trust me. Agreed, Nambredloaf. Clerics are super fun and very versatile. Yeah, there's a lot of people who get talked into cleric because they're like, oh, I gotta be the healer, and oh, I don't want to be the healer. And that's okay if you don't want to be a support character in D&D, but clerics are way more than support, and there's tons of subclasses that don't buff healing, that basically buff your ability to hurt things or buff your ability to do other stuff. So don't discount a cleric just because you want to be DPS. Yeah, and the fact that clerics are one of those classes that can change out their spells on a long rest is another way that they're super versatile, because you can change things on the fly. And if you are the support cleric, if you really enjoy, which I do, being that kind of cleric that's helping other people do stuff, that's protecting other people and healing, but tomorrow there's something happening where you're like, I could really use a fireball. Go ahead. I mean, you have to be a light cleric or a phoenix cleric, but go ahead and grab that fireball. Ooh, TTV tier. I'm doing trickery cleric at the moment. Yes. I love how the 5th and 6th level spells have a number that lets you basically augment areas to be safe zones, shrines dedicated to your deity. Yeah. Also, trickery cleric is super fun. I think trickery is the one that gives you the duplicate that you can use. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, and Nambredloaf brings up another good point, which is, I'm going to talk about a wider point, but they talk about Celestial Warlock is pretty good for healing. Enough healing to keep people off the floor is plenty in 5th edition, and that's the key. You don't have to have a cleric to have healing in the party. Because here's the thing, I will expound on the virtues of playing a cleric forever, but it's also super fine if you don't. None of that appeals to you. If you look at the subclasses, if you look at the way the clerics can play and you go, I'm looking over here at this rogue and this rogue looks really good. Go with what you're gonna find fun. And then work with the whole party to try to be well-rounded. But once again, most D&D parties are only 4 to 5 players. You can't have everything in every party. You're gonna miss out on something. And if it's healing, then you probably want to talk to your DM about other ways you can get healing, like healing potions. But the good thing is also there are plenty of classes that offer healing. Druids are, you can lay down a ton of healing as a druid. Bards and rangers and some warlocks get access to healing and much more. Paladins, especially at higher levels, a paladin comes along as just like, lay on hands for 45 points. I've been the cleric in the party trying to do the healing in a party that has a paladin that just can go, here's 45 points of healing. That is a lot. You can literally get someone back up and back to full health with just one lay on hands. So yeah, there is a lot of versatility. The artificers are pretty good healers, so you can definitely work it out with your party if no one wants to be the healer. But everyone is okay with like, I'm gonna make sure I got healing word. Well, you make sure you got lesser restoration, and the druid every once in a while can pick up some extra stuff. Like, you're gonna be fine. This is what happens when y'all ask me D&D questions, is I go out on D&D fun rants, and I appreciate you listening. Remus2 asks, where and when is the new show with your new character? So Children of Erte is in the same slot that Heroes of the Plains used to be, which is Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific on the Demiplane, it's the Demiplane Twitch channel, which I think is Demiplane RPG. Demiplaner. If you happen to be playing Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, you'll see an alert pop up for the game. And a lot of the people who were in Heroes of the Plains are in that game. We're just playing new characters. And J-Dog wants to know, community D&D return when? So, community D&D was a lot of fun, but it's also a lot more work than you would expect. And I appreciate that you really liked it, and it might come back. You never know. But for those that don't know, I've done a couple of... Basically, I play D&D with the chat, and we did them for some special events that we had. I spent an hour, and I literally ran a game for the chat, and depending on what chat did, they controlled a character in the game that I was running. It was super fun. I think people enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, J-Dog, you enjoy it. Thank you. But it was a lot more work than even a regular D&D game. Because of the fact that I had to take into account that there might be 350 people in chat who all had different ideas of what this character wanted to do. So there was a little bit more wrangling and machinations that had to happen in order to make that work. And time is a flat circle, like a pizza, and I don't have enough. Okay. Demiplane RPG. Yerpertiper. Oh, Balkan25. I was here for one of the community D&D games. It was a lot of fun. And yes, J-Dog, the end result is always Fireball. Legendary Dragon 75. In D&D, are there imaginary shops for potions and weapons and armor? It depends on the D&D game you're playing, but in general, if you're playing like a fairly standard fantasy world, like a lot of the ones that are in the... I'm pointing back here because that's where all my books are. If you're playing in one of those kind of campaigns in one of those worlds, yeah. They may be more or less rare depending on your DM. For example, if you're playing a party that is pretty kitted out with healing, you're probably not going to find as many potion shops because, hey, you don't need them. Whereas I've played in some campaigns in where we have not had a healer, and so potion shops suddenly became more popular. But yes, in the standard lexicon of Faerun, if you are playing Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, and I assume if you are here, you are. Hi. If you're playing Idle Champions and it's of the Forgotten Realms, you're in the Forgotten Realms universe, you're probably on Faerun, somewhere on the Sword Coast, maybe in Barovia, you never know, Icewind Dale, all the fun stuff. Then yeah, in a major city, classically, you're gonna find shops that will sell stuff. Now, eventually, you'll probably not find stuff at your level anymore because it's more of a heroic adventure. But once again, that is dependent on your DM and the kind of game you want to play, whether it's like high fantasy or low fantasy. Is magic ubiquitous? Is magic the kind of thing where everybody's got a little bit of magic? Or is magic like super duper rare? So yeah, there are options. All right, I think we're coming to the end of my time here, so let me just show off a few more things. First off, once again, if you have the new shop in Idle Champions, come to our Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions, drink. And let us know what you like, let us know what you don't like, let us know if you run into any issues. That is the best place to let us know because we want to make the best shop for you. If you don't have the shop yet, never fear. It's a slow rollout. You will eventually get it. But once again, we're trying to make sure that this works, and we're just being a little cautious with it, that's all. So if you have the new shop, definitely let us know what you think. Greengrass is on right now. Make sure you get Gosrick, Orkira, and Melf. If you don't have them, if you do have them, gear them up. If you missed the announcement, let me grab that one more time. If you missed the announcement, IGN put out an article this morning that announced that our 100th champion is Dungeon Master from the original Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. There is the link. Oh, Mars was faster than I was, but that's okay. It's in there twice. Definitely go check that out to find out a little bit more about Dungeon Master, who will be coming to the game after Greengrass for the next event as our 100th champion. I am so excited. And finally, make sure you come back tonight in 3 hours from now for a familiar quest, which is Todd Kenrick and 4 fantastic players playing the most adorable familiars being tortured in Barovia. Watch as players try to be cute and cuddly as Todd tries to kill them. It's kind of amusing and amazing, and you can get Mugen in the game right now as a familiar. Get yourself a golden retriever death dog familiar with the horn and the cape and everything, because they're adorable. Anyway, thank you so much for everybody for hanging out with me for a couple of hours. Thank you to Mars, who has been a fantastic moderator and helper and answerer of questions. And I'll see you next encounter. Bye.